Between the endless stretches of asphalt and faded highway signs, silent witnesses stand guard over America's restless soul, motel managers who preserve fragments of human stories never fully told. Their front desks transcend mere check-in counters, transforming into portals of unfinished journeys, quiet repositories capturing the intricate landscape of human movement and longing. Each room represents more than temporary shelter. They are intimate stages where personal dramas unfold, where strangers momentarily intersect, and where anonymous lives briefly pause their relentless momentum. These caretakers are not simply administrators of transient spaces, but profound archivists of human experience, collecting narratives as delicate and ephemeral as wind-blown dust across forgotten highways. The architectural monotony of roadside motels conceals extraordinary emotional terrains. Behind standardized doors and identical bedspreads lie universes of complex human experiences. Refugee families seeking safety, traveling musicians chasing distant dreams, long-haul truckers navigating economic uncertainties, and wandering souls searching for undefined redemption. Managers witness these nuanced stories without judgment, understanding that each guest carries intricate emotional baggage far weightier than their physical luggage. Their perspective transcends traditional hospitality, evolving into a deeply empathetic anthropological observation of contemporary American life. Nighttime transforms these establishments into liminal spaces where societal boundaries dissolve. The soft hum of aging air conditioners and flickering neon signs create a suspended reality where strangers' lives momentarily converge. Managers become silent custodians of these intersections, observing subtle human dynamics that reveal profound truths about connection, isolation, and resilience. They understand that anonymity can be a tender mercy, offering travelers a brief sanctuary where personal histories can be temporarily set aside, where identities can be reimagined, and where vulnerability finds unexpected comfort. Technological shifts have dramatically reshaped the landscape of roadside hospitality, yet these managers remain steadfast witnesses to human migration and transformation. Digital booking platforms and automated check-ins cannot capture the nuanced emotional intelligence these caretakers possess. They read unspoken narratives in trembling hands, detect underlying tensions in hushed conversations, and recognize the delicate choreography of human vulnerability. Their intuition serves as a living archive, preserving the subtle emotional cartography of travelers who pass through their domain, recording stories that algorithms and digital interfaces could never comprehend. Economic fluctuations and societal changes have rendered many roadside motels as ghostly remnants of a bygone era, yet their managers continue to serve as cultural preservationists. Each weathered room tells a story of economic migration, personal reinvention, and the persistent American dream of mobility and possibility. These spaces become unexpected museums of lived experience, where personal histories intersect with broader national narratives. Managers understand that their seemingly mundane work involves curating intimate moments of human transition, documenting subtle shifts in cultural landscapes that official histories often overlook. The emotional labor of these caretakers extends far beyond traditional hospitality roles. They become unexpected confidants, crisis managers, and compassionate observers of human complexity. Some guests arrive carrying profound trauma, seeking momentary anonymity and respite. Others burst with unbridled optimism, using these transitional spaces as launching pads for reinvention. Managers develop an extraordinary capacity for empathetic listening, creating safe spaces where strangers can momentarily shed societal expectations and reconnect with their most authentic selves. Regional variations reveal fascinating cultural nuances within these roadside establishments. A motel manager in rural Texas might encounter different narrative threads compared to their counterpart in the Pacific Northwest. Yet a common thread emerges: a deep understanding of human resilience, adaptability, and the universal desire for connection. These spaces become microcosms reflecting larger societal dynamics, where personal stories intertwine with broader economic, social, and cultural movements. Each interaction becomes a delicate negotiation between individual experience and collective narrative. Generational transitions have introduced complex dynamics into these establishments. Younger managers, often inheriting family businesses, navigate the tension between preserving traditional hospitality models and adapting to rapidly changing technological landscapes. They bring fresh perspectives while honoring the profound emotional intelligence cultivated by previous generations. This intergenerational knowledge transfer ensures that the subtle art of human observation continues, maintaining these roadside sanctuaries as vital repositories of lived experience. The psychological landscape of motel management requires extraordinary emotional intelligence. Managers develop sophisticated skills in reading human behavior, diffusing potential conflicts, and creating momentary spaces of safety and comfort. They become unintentional therapists, crisis mediators, and compassionate witnesses to human vulnerability. Their work demands an intricate balance between professional distance and genuine human connection, requiring them to be simultaneously observant and empathetic. As digital technologies and changing travel patterns continue to transform hospitality landscapes, these motel managers represent a vanishing breed of cultural documentarians. They are living archives of human movement, preserving narratives that might otherwise be forgotten. Their work transcends mere transactional interactions, emerging as a profound meditation on human connection, resilience, and the beautiful complexity of personal journeys. In the soft glow of aging neon and the gentle hum of fluorescent lights, they stand as silent guardians of America's most intimate and unspoken stories. Every year, over 2.3 million Americans spend at least one night in a roadside motel, yet few understand the profound human stories hidden behind those flickering neon signs and weathered welcome desks. These aren't just places to rest. They're living archives of American transients, where silent witnesses preserve our nation's most intimate traveling narratives. Meet the motel caretakers, guardians of forgotten highways who have watched generations pass through their modest lobbies, collecting fragments of human experience like precious artifacts. Consider Margaret Reynolds, a 62-year-old manager at the Starlight Motel in rural Oklahoma, who has witnessed nearly 4 decades of unexpected human drama. Her weathered hands have checked in countless travelers, truckers escaping loneliness, families chasing dreams, lovers seeking anonymity, wanderers searching for something indefinable. Each room tells a story. Each guest leaves an invisible trace. The roadside motel represents more than temporary shelter. It's a unique social microcosm where anonymity and vulnerability intersect. These establishments exist in liminal spaces, neither here nor there, capturing moments of transition that most society overlooks. Managers like Margaret aren't just hospitality workers. They're inadvertent anthropologists, documenting the quiet rhythms of human migration. Statistical records reveal that approximately 54,000 independent motels still operate across the United States, representing a vanishing ecosystem of personal hospitality. Unlike corporate hotel chains, these small establishments preserve a deeply personal approach to welcoming strangers. Each interaction becomes a delicate dance of human connection, where trust is exchanged in mere moments. Take Richard Thompson in Nevada, who has managed the Desert Wind Motel for 27 years. He recalls nights when travelers shared profound personal revelations during check-in, stories of loss, hope, reinvention. People feel strangely liberated in transient spaces, Thompson explains. Something about being between destinations makes humans more authentic, more willing to reveal their true selves. These motel managers become unintentional therapists and historians, absorbing narratives that would otherwise vanish into the vast American landscape. They witness humanity's most vulnerable moments: a young couple's first road trip, a grieving widow seeking solace, a musician traveling between gigs, a family relocating with uncertain hopes. The architectural design of these motels reflects a unique American aesthetic, functional yet deeply symbolic. Rooms arranged in linear patterns, parking lots designed for quick arrivals and departures, neon signs flickering like beacons of temporary refuge. Each architectural element tells a story of mobility, of constant movement that defines the American experience. Economic shifts have dramatically transformed the roadside motel landscape. Where once these establishments represented middle-class accessibility and adventure, they now often symbolize economic margins. Many independent motels struggle against corporate hotel chains and changing travel patterns, making their managers' roles even more poignant and historically significant. Technology has paradoxically both threatened and preserved these spaces. Online booking platforms challenge traditional management, yet they've also created new documentation channels for these human stories. Social media and travel blogs have begun recognizing roadside motels as cultural landmarks, elevating their significance beyond mere lodging. Personal stories emerge like delicate watercolors. A trucker finding unexpected kindness, a musician composing a song inspired by a late-night conversation, a family reconnecting during an unplanned detour. These moments, seemingly mundane, collectively compose a rich tapestry of human experience that motel managers quietly preserve. Training for these roles isn't found in traditional hospitality programs, but through generations of lived experience. Skills are passed down: reading human emotions, understanding unspoken needs, creating momentary sanctuaries for weary travelers. It's an intuitive art form that cannot be taught in classrooms but must be experienced. The psychological landscape of these spaces is complex. Motels represent simultaneously a space of freedom and constraint, of anonymity and intimate revelation. Travelers arrive carrying multiple identities, professional personas shed like old skin, personal narratives waiting to be reimagined. Economic data suggests that independent motels generate approximately $10 billion annually, a testament to their continued relevance. Yet their value transcends monetary metrics. They represent living archives of human movement, capturing societal shifts through individual stories. Generational transitions pose significant challenges. Younger managers must balance technological efficiency with a deeply personal approach that defines these establishments. They're preserving not just a business model, but a unique cultural practice of welcoming strangers. Climate change and evolving transportation infrastructure increasingly impact these roadside institutions. Routes change, populations shift, and these motel managers must continuously adapt. Their resilience mirrors the adaptability of the American spirit: flexible, persistent, forward-looking. As night falls across America's highways, these motel lobbies become liminal spaces where human stories converge. Managers like Margaret and Richard stand as quiet sentinels, witnessing the endless parade of human hope, struggle, and transformation. They are the unsung archivists of our collective journey, preserving fragments of experience that would otherwise dissolve into forgotten memories. In an age of increasing digital disconnection, roadside motels offer something profoundly human: a moment of genuine connection, a breath between destinations, a reminder that every journey matters. Their managers are more than hospitality workers. They are storytellers, historians, and guardians of our most intimate traveling narratives. Between the endless stretches of asphalt and faded highway signs, there are silent witnesses to America's restless soul, motel managers who stand guard over fragments of human stories, never fully told. Their front desks are more than check-in counters. They are portals into 1,000 unfinished journeys, quiet repositories of hopes, heartbreaks, and momentary escapes. These caretakers don't just manage rooms. They curate invisible archives of human movement, collecting whispers of lives passing through like wind-blown dust. Each key they hand over represents a temporary sanctuary, a brief pause in someone's uncertain narrative. Some travelers arrive carrying entire universes of unspoken pain, others brimming with wild, unrealized dreams, and these motel managers absorb it all, becoming unexpected keepers of humanity's most fragile moments. They've watched marriages dissolve and reunite, witnessed fugitives fleeing and dreamers chasing,